Don't melt this one.
Hey! What's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Figurized Standard Amplified Batman. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging right up front. Here we have a very, very nice image here of the Batman Figurized Standard Amplified. It's amplified now. This is a plastic model kit of Batman, and on this side of the box we have some obligatory product shots. On this side of the box we have some more obligatory product shots and things and stuff and things and, you know, things and warnings and warnings and warning. Don't eat anything in this box. It's going to be very bad for you. And on the bottom we have Batman, more warning, and on the top we have Batman, and on the back we have absolutely nothing, and that's basically it for the packaging. And moving right along, here we have the Figurized Standard Amplified Batman. And yeah, this was something I had to grab when it went up for pre-order because this was just too cool to pass up, in my opinion. Anyway, I think this looks really cool. But yes, this is a plastic model kit. You get a bunch of these, you cut out the parts, you slap it all together, and when it's all said and done, you have this lovely, lovely figure right here. So let's get in close here so we can take a look, not at his bat crotch, but at the bat noggin. There's the bat noggin. But yes, so I don't know if this is representing anything from the comic books or if this is an original design. Either way, it's a very stylized Batman here, and I do quite dig this. It's just so, like, so out there that I love it. You can see the cowl there. Looks really good. Got the eyes on it white. Got the mouth there. All in all, some nice detailing going on. Got the bat symbol there on the chest. You even get some gold that peeks out in places. And you can see the suit just looks like just total armor, which I actually like. I like the armor look for the bat suit myself. Not opposed to the spandex, but I do like the armored look. Looks a bit more realistic, but looks really cool. You got the gauntlets here with the nice spikes. And yes, you're going to see some sprue marks. I don't care. They don't bother me. I don't care what you do with your stuff. Why do you care what I do with mine? Okay, I'm happy. I'm happy with the kits. I am happy. That's all that matters. But yes, going down the body, you see the utility belt there. It's not really a utility belt because there's no pockets I can see. But yeah, no, it's supposed to be a utility belt done in gold. And again, you got some little bits of gold here that peek out here and there. And looking at the boots, again, lots of molded detail here. I also love that his bat boots, even his bat boots, have ears. That's lovely. That's a beautiful thing right there. And even the bottoms of his boots here have some molded detail as well. And moving up the back here, you can see the cape here. The cape is these bits right here. I thought these were cardboard at first, but they're not cardboard. They're actually just really like thin pieces of plastic, they feel like. But yeah, still really cool. And kind of the cape itself is kind of like, it's really more of a backpack than a cape, you know, but still looks quite cool. I do quite dig this design. I like it. I personally like it. Now, articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint, so you have your wiggly waggly. The neck is also on a ball joint as well, so you can do all kinds of moving around and just wiggling. I'm the Batman. What you gonna do about it? You can look out, can do a squirrel or bat. You can do that. Can look down. Head can do a full 360, although just be careful, you'll pop his head right off. But head can. Yeah, rotate. Okay, maybe not a full 360 because once you get to a certain point, you probably won't pop his head off. But if you're careful with it, you can, I mean, it'll turn as much as a head needs to turn, really. The shoulder pads can move out of the way. They're actually on a double hinge here. So you move the shoulders out of the way. Move the shoulder pads out of the way, rather, to get your shoulders to come out that far. You also have a joint in here that allows you to bring the arms forward. You do have bicep rotation. You have a double jointed elbow. The wrists are just on a ball joint. You do have An upper torso joint here. The upper torso is a separate piece. You can get some arching here. You don't get a lot of range of movement just due to how the armor is kind of designed here. You do get some side to side. The waist itself, again, is on a ball joint, so you have wiggly waggly. You get a little bit of crunchage here. You see this little part here of his abs. It's on a hinge, just kind of move out of the way so you can get a little bit of a crunch going, but not too much. Again, just the design of the armor doesn't allow too much range of movement there. These little side bits of the belt on ball joints, so you kind of move those out of the way if you need to. The legs can shift downward, so you can get some extra range, so you can get those legs up, do those high kicks, do the big boot, come back. Again, you can get the cape out of the way. You can come back actually quite far. Outward movement, you can get about that far. You got thigh rotation. You do have a double jointed knee. When you engage that, you can see all this extra gold that comes out. You can see how that works. And the feet, they can move up, they can move down. They're on a ball joint, just due to these side pieces here. You don't get too much rotation, but, you know, it rotates as much as a foot probably should. And, of course, you have your ankle tiltage. Now, as far as accessories go, you just get one extra hand here. And this hand is meant for holding a batarang. And where's the batarang, you may ask? Well, the batarang is right here in his chest. His bat symbol is actually the batarang. So you just pop this off. You can see it exposes a nice little gold symbol. If you like that better, you can always just leave it like that. Totally up to you. And it's even got some nice detail in there as well. So you have options, as always. Options, good. But you can take the batarang here, and one side of the wing here. One wing has a little notch right in here that will go into a tab, if you can see it. Little tab right there that comes out from the thumb. And you take the batarang, and it will just slot right in, like that. You actually hold it very securely. And there you go. Now you can hold the batarang, and you can just pop this hand off, and pop this on. There you go. We have Batman wielding his batarang and ready to throw it at some villains because, you know, batarangs and villains don't mix. Neither does that. Neither does falling. Falling and villains is not a good combination, especially when you're the hero, but, you know, because they'll take advantage of you if you fall over. But, yes, cool things. Now, as far as the cape goes, there's a couple things you can do here. One thing you can do is you can totally just splay all of this out, like so. And it does make for a very cool effect here. You get everything sitting just right. There we go. You can get that all splayed out, and that looks really cool. I dig that. I really dig the way that looks. I'll just turn around just so you can kind of see. There's a lot of detailing here on the cape itself here in this section and whatnot. That looks really cool. And I like the way the light's kind of, you know, kind of highlighting some parts. That just makes for a really cool effect. Very, very cool effect, in my opinion. And what you can also do is you can take this particular section off. It just pegs on. So if you remove this, and we'll just compress all this up here. So what you can do is you need to, number one, you have to pop his hand off for this. And you also need to remove this part of the gauntlet to reveal this little port here. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this post here, you're going to slide it down, then you're going to flip out this handle, and we need to take his hand apart so you can grip it. So just pull the hand apart and put the handle in there, and then just put the hand back together like so. I'm just going to show it on the one side here. Put that back together, and this post will go into the port in his forearm. So you just pop the hand back in, and then you just plug that into his forearm like that, and now you got this deal going on. So you kind of, I don't know, use this as like a shield or something, and make it look like he's kind of like sweeping the cape in front of him and whatnot. But that's a really cool thing you can do also. I do quite like that. And of course you can do that on both sides if you want to. Now, as far as scale goes, right up to the tip of his ears, he measures in at about 7.5 inches tall. So he's a pretty sizable figure, but just for a size comparison here. Here it is with a Figurized standard Kamen Rider. You can see he is quite a bit larger than our Figurized Kamen Rider boys. Now, this is a team-up I think needs to happen someday. This is a crossover, Kamen Rider and Batman. Why not? Dare I say, why not? So I took his cape off. One reason is you can see all the detail that is kind of being covered up by the cape here. A lot going on this figure, but also to show you that he is compatible with a base. He does not come with his own display base, unfortunately, but he does have the connection point for it. You come back here and you can remove this little butt plate here. And there you have the port for a base. So if you do want to use a base for this figure, the instructions tell you exactly what to use. It is right here. It is compatible with an ACB-4B connector for the Action Base 4, which is sold separately. But that's the kind of base and connector you want to use for this figure if you want to put him on a base. So that's totally up to you what you want to do there. So there you have Batman, and yeah, really nicely done kit here. Yeah, very cool. Love the design. It's a fun build, as always. These Figurized standard kits are always just a good time, a fun experience to put together. You know, not difficult, really easy. And when it's all said and done, you end up with this really cool action figure, and yeah, I love it. I absolutely love it. I hope they do more of these. I really do, so. There you go. Now, if you would like this or any other Figurized model kits, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There'll be a link in the description down below, so you can check that out. You can also check out my Figurized playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it. So don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love, Peace, Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below. And I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So there is the Figurized Standard Amplified Batman. And this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, palm in your face. I am darkness. I am the night. I'm vengeance. Ah! What happened to you? Like, really, what's wrong with you? What are you talking about? Dude, seriously? What? I feel fine. You have to at least have a headache.